In a book titled Problems and Opportunities in Matthew's Gospel, it's not one of those bestsellers, but it is a book that's out there that thinks together with us about what Matthew is doing in the readings this morning. Daniel Harrington, a Roman Catholic theologian, writes this sentence which I think crystallizes the questions before us today. The three great questions of Christian virtue are: who am I? What is my goal in life? And how do I get there? Who am I? What is my goal in life? And how do I get there? The Beatitudes, the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, are this wonderful, succinct collection of statements about what it means to be blessed. And if you are at all like me, you have labored for years wondering, how might I be worthy enough to receive that blessing? You see, I grew up in Germanic Pennsylvania, and in the German mindset, there was this teaching that maybe someday out there somewhere you might be good enough. You might be worthy enough. You might just be blessed. But this week, as I was reading the Beatitudes and thinking about what they truly say, I had a flash of light. And I realized it's not as much about me being worthy enough as it is about a God who intends to extend a blessing. And the blessing is real. Listen, just listen to these words. And every one of us has been in these places. Blessed are the poor in spirit, those who are discouraged, filled with doubt, who feel empty. Blessed are you. God extends a blessing of care. It's not anything to do with being worthy. God extends the blessing. Blessed are those who mourn. Every one of us virtually understands what it means to mourn, to grieve, to feel that loss. Blessed are you, for God will comfort you. Blessed are those who are hungry and thirst for righteousness, meaning a right relationship with God. And who among us has not been hungry and thirsty for that right relationship? We yearn for it. We're always trying to connect with God's wisdom in all the prayers of our lives, whether we're asking for wisdom to make the right choices or wisdom to heal, to experience healing. Who among us would not receive that blessing? God's active blessing. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are all of us who extend mercy, and some of the most memorable moments of my human journey, my life, are when another person actually understands when I'm in a difficult place, and who takes the time to sit down and say, I know exactly how you feel. It's extending mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. It's interesting, as I grow older, there are moments when I encounter people who are so good. Their concerns are for others, not necessarily for themselves. Their lives are lived for others. There is a goodness about them, you might say a purity in the heart that is such a gift. Blessed are they. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. And blessed are those who are persecuted, who experience all kinds of evil uttered against them falsely. And have we not all been in that place where we've been made fun of or laughed at or joked about or commented on? Blessed are you. It's as if God is saying, I understand the emotion, the feeling, the heartache, the hurt. There's another theologian, David Luce, written this about the Beatitudes, and I want to share it. Maybe, just maybe, we have a problem accepting this blessing because, after all, we are intimately familiar with our own flaws and limitations, our insecurities and failures. And knowing ourselves this well, and knowing that God knows us even better, we often find it hard to believe that God loves us unconditionally. Very little, if anything, in our world is unconditional. We are used to paying for our mistakes, paving our own way, towing the line, and reaping the consequences when we don't. And so it may not only be unexpected, but downright unsettling and nearly inconceivable to imagine that God behaves differently, showering us with blessing apart from anything we have done, earned, or deserve. Wow. The act of blessing. Well, we begin a journey this week into the Sermon on the Mount. And this journey is going to take us over the next few Sundays, where we talk about the wisdom sayings